Hello, welcome to Retiring in Japan. Today is the 15th day of May 2025. My name is Kurt. This is the journal of a 60-year-old American and Japanese couple retired in Japan here in the foothills of Shizuoka City, and doing our best to situate ourselves and live our new life in this circumstance. We previously finished raising our daughter in the United States before coming here, and we're now about 5 months, just a little more than 5 months into this adventure, having recently purchased a house, done some major renovations, and now we're settling into our day-to-day. As for today, well, I'm going to continue my walk up along the river road here, along the Yoshida River. I'll get up to the Hirasawa Temple, climb the stairs, do a couple of calisthenics, head back, and start the day. The one goal that I have for today is to ship some purchases from my YouTube store. So let's get started. Okay, we've arrived at Hirasawa. I want to show you something right here. This old produce stand, behind it is something interesting. Before Yumiko and I came to Japan, we wanted to buy this house back here. It's the home of my wife's father's childhood friend. Very beautiful place, and it includes all this land up here, including the mountainside. I won't trespass, but it's right back there. You can just see it peeking behind this garage, which is part of it. They have an orchard, beautiful garden, and we've spent many afternoons here in the spring. We went up into the mountains to collect bamboo shoots, and we would clean them up here and then have a little meal there at the house. The house is currently vacant, but so we thought that nobody wanted to live there, so we inquired. And it turns out that the current owner, the son of the family, the parents that had lived there, who are now gone, plans to retire there himself. So we moved on our search. But we're almost at the temple. Water flowing everywhere all the time. All right, I just delivered our trash to the trash receptacle here. Sometimes people can deliver big items like that. Usually they have a little sticker on it, see? And sometimes there's a thing, even like a little thing that you get from the city. It says, like big pickup thing. It's a thing. Now we're gonna start our walk. Let's do our dog walk. Okay, so, the one thing I'm gonna do today is to ship that order. And so Yumiko and I have come out for breakfast, and we brought the computer with us, and we're gonna work out the shipping stuff. Oh, and my extra toast. Thank you very much. The Japan Post is a bit, if you buy something from me or from any merchant in Japan and it needs to be shipped to your country abroad, they have to go through a certain process. You have to fill out everything online, and then they get you a barcode or like a QR code then you can bring that in and they'll print the information in at the post office. So we're trying to figure all that out yet. It hasn't quite got it to work yet after a couple of shipments we've had so far. So we're gonna try to work it out over breakfast. Here's my breakfast with my extra toast. I got the large, big size coffee. Yumiko's all set up. She's got hers a little bit blended. Yep, looking good, Yumiko. All right, say no. Itakimasu. And if you're wondering what this incredible breakfast we just had cost, I mean, it was really, really nice. This is a nice, great place. It was 1,600 yen for the both of us. There's no tip. That's just a little over $10. $10 and no tip for a very filling breakfast with fresh ground coffee in a really, really nice place. Yumiko's gonna buy some ground coffee for home now. Then we're gonna head over to Jumbo Encho to check out a few things. And then after that, while we sat here, we did all the postage stuff for the order, and we'll go home and pack it, and then I'll walk over to the post office and ship it. We're getting this process down, this shipping process. It's getting down. And we're we just paid up, and we're looking at, they have so many nice gift items, little daruma hashioki, lots of textile items, coffee cups, of course. And we're looking at these bags here. These are nice and handy for coffee. I like this crispy joy. They've got the cakes and puddings and all kinds of gifts and cards and all kinds of nice stuff. Now we're at Jumbo Encho. You guys have seen this place before. It's a hardware store. I'm following Yumiko. I guess she needs some. Are you looking for some cock?
Joint cock. Yeah.
Joint cock. Okay.
Or
See, it says it right there. So the project Yumiko is working on is that she had Japanese interiors have like a type of a drywall. But it's a little bit different, huh? It's somehow different.
yeah, I guess.
So she removed the wallpaper from it, and we need something to patch the holes where the wallpaper kind of brought up the drywall stuff. So this is what we use ChatGPT. We showed ChatGPT this whole range from here to there, and it suggested we find a wall putty, and that's exactly what this is. So we're not going to get it right now. Yumiko's just pricing it out because now that we're empty nester retirees living on a fixed income, we got to budget everything out. Good job, Yumiko. So we've completed our work in the DIY center of Jumbo Encho, and they have this main home centers over there, and then the garden section's over here. Yumiko and I have made a habit of coming to the garden section to look for things, including we're thinking about vegetables for our second row now that the tomatoes are well underway.
A sweet potato.
That would be great. Yeah, I think that would be wonderful, actually. Sweet potatoes would be perfect. How many can we fit, I wonder? Let's ask our little friend. Okay, we just talked to ChatGPT about it, and it said that this will work well where we're planting. Put about 10 of these plants in our 3-meter row. Look at that. Yumiko was showing me this. It's actually, you can see the potato right there.
And look, passion fruit. Grab that.
Hey, you're coming with me. That's great. Well, let's see. If that's the case, look at me. Do you think maybe what they did was they simply took a potato and stuck it in the ground?
Looks that way.
Yeah. Well, that's a good way to know how to do it. So if that's the case, if we want about 10 in the row, and these are about 440 yen each, so it's going to cost us 440 times 5, so about 2,500 yen to get enough of these to plant. And I wonder how long it takes to grow and when we'll get them.
Let's see.
Nico's going to look it up. And while she does that, I'll take a look and show you some of the other things. They've got melons. And then, some ambitious tomatoes right here. Lots and lots of tomatoes going on over here. These are getting big. Some of these. And some leafy greens down here. Ooh, this tomato is looking nice. What'd you learn?
All I can see is that the time to plant them is May through June, beginning of June.
Okay, we got another couple weeks of planting season.
So I think they probably
Got it. Nice. So Yumiko and I have had a long talk with ChatGPT, and we've decided we're going to get 4 plants for the next row, 2 bell peppers and 2 eggplants of different varieties. We're going to space those out over the row, and that'll leave enough room on either side for some flowers. So she's just picked out the peppers, and now she's picking out some eggplants. We'll check out, and we'll go back, and why don't we stop at the drugstore and we'll get the fertilizer too. Right? Okay. All right, Yumiko and I bought these 4 plants, 2 peppers and 2 eggplant, and this fertilizer, which we'll set out on our next row beside the tomatoes. We chose these because they prefer to have full sun, but they'll tolerate, according to ChatGPT, they'll tolerate a few hours of shade in the afternoon. So I think we're all set for our next row. I think the sweet potatoes, we're gonna make a separate plot altogether. That'll be my job. Okay, on the way home from the Encho, we're stopping at Tenjinya to get some bento for lunch. So here's some food. Yumiko just called this, let's deep fry everything. And we've got various types here. Dad might like that. Ooh, that looks pretty good. It's interesting with all the exercise I'm getting, I'm not more hungry, but I'm just not. And then you can get it a la carte over here. Now we're at the Lemon Hyakuen house. That's the Thursdays are lemon no-hi, so no tack, no snack. Okay, I just got back and I was taking my socks off. They're laying right there. And just when I went over there, my worst fear was realized. There's another Asian giant hornet, Osuzumebachi, right there in the window. I'm gonna try to go over there and, let's see, how am I gonna do this? How am I gonna get that out? Well, it's got my socks there. Let's see if I can get a glimpse of it first. Okay, I know what I'm gonna do. And that is how you remove an Asian giant hornet from your house. Wow. Okay, so now I'm back. I'm downstairs. The hornet I just released was out of my window just there. And now I'm taking this big bag of fertilizer, soil emollient, I guess. What is that the right word? Out to the yard. I'll show you the row I'm going to plant. I don't know what happened to Yumiko. She simply disappeared. So, put this down right. Boink. And here, this is the row. To do this, I'm going to turn all the soil here, and then I'll put that in, and then mix it up, and then we can plant the new plants. Let's see how the tomatoes are doing. Coming along nicely. That one's really starting to move. I think this one's doing best because it's getting the most direct light, and it doesn't have shade from this bamboo. Maybe. Very nice. Okay, we'll come back and get started on it after lunch. Okay, we're a good way through the afternoon. We had our lunch and we went for a long dog walk, and now I'm taking this package to the post office. This is a new purchase from my online store. Take it there and ship it off right now. I think I've got it all figured out for the online system. No label even necessary. It'll all be printed up at the post office. And what I mean by that is that the way the post office works since I've come back is that, and I think they did this after COVID started, was that you have to fill out everything out online. It's real simple. You just create an account with the Japan Post, and you go in and once you have your account set up, you can go in and put in your sender information, your recipient information, the customs clearance details, hit a little button, and it sends you an email with what they call a 2D barcode, which is just a QR code. And then that shows up in the email. Click on the link on the email, it pops up. Show them that at the post office, and they will print the forms for you right there, the customs forms. Alternately, you could print them yourself. But who wants to do that? And then you have to pay the printing price. Have to pay the printing cost yourself. That's Yumiko, my wife's uncle. He has cancer. It's pretty far along too. So then we run into him from time to time, and you know it's tricky. Life's challenging, huh? Okay, well, we're just about there. No, we're not just about there. We're just about to head where I'll make a right turn and go through the rice fields and head over to the post office, which is over the hill in the next community. Not too far. Hey, I wanted to tell you about a development. I may have mentioned to you previously that I discovered. Ooh, there's a corner. I don't want to disturb him. That previously that my sleep is improved. I basically sleep through the night every night now, which during my last couple of years of my working career were not normal at all. I was having trouble staying asleep in the wee hours of the morning. I still get up at 4 a.m., but I pretty much get up now because of the alarm. I don't wake up before the alarm. The only time I ever get up is because of, nature calling. But there's another farmer. That's Japan. There's just people absolutely everywhere. But let me walk past him before I start talking. Be quiet for a second. Let's just have a look. Swoop. There he is. Okay, the other thing that's happening is I've lost my interest in alcohol. Now, it's not a matter of like stopping drinking. You know, just whatever it is, that thing that makes you want to have a beer at the end of the day with dinner or whatever, that desire is just dried up. No pun intended. I've gone dry. Largely, I'm not temperate. Is that the right word? It's not that I've stopped drinking. It's just that I don't want to drink anymore. It's a strange thing, and I feel better as a result. So, I mean, that's old news. A lot of people understand that there's that relationship between, stopping drinking and feeling better. But I just wanted to point it out, and it's not something deliberate. It's not something I intended. It just kind of came about because I'd rather feel good. Okay, I'll cross the street over here, and then we'll go our way through the neighborhood area to the post office. A little further along, this is the street where we used to live, where we raised our daughter when we came here to Japan in 2003 to raise her. We lived in those apartments right over there. Anyway, but there's more. A lot of the desire for stuff has really faded as well. I'm really just content just existing, just being at home, doing a couple of things, through one thing deliberately throughout the day, spending a lot of time with my wife, being at peace. I'm more and more, in my book, Going Alone, I talk about the principle of distraction, which suggests that we distract ourselves so that we don't have to face the emptiness of the universe. Maybe there's more to it than that. Maybe we used to live there first and then we moved over here. Maybe there's more to it. Maybe we do the thing that I'm calling distraction, buying things, getting involved in things, taking up various and sundries, hobbies, religions, politics, to mollify burning feeling of being alive, which comes when we live so much of our lives driven by some necessity that's not peace. Okay, about 5 blocks to go. I'll leave it at that. Success, that's our local post office right there. And I just did my first shipment, got it all done correctly. So, and first time to do it on my own. So here's the deal. So, and Laura, your package is in the mail if you see this. So here's the thing. So I went in, that was very, brought up feelings of the old days. And here's the park. Let's go inside here real quick. I used to come to that post office. When I lived here before, I had an antique business. That's the post office where I would go every single day to ship out all the orders, until we got to the point we moved to our own office, and then the post office would come, a representative from that office would come to our office to pick up every day. But for a couple of years, I would come here every day. They knew me there. They knew me by name. And when I went in there, after more than a decade of being away, I went in there for the first time, like 3 months ago after I came back to Japan. They were like, "Hey, Kato, you're back." They knew me by name. And so for them, And the same woman that helped me back then is still working the counter. She helped me just now. The process is dirt simple. So if you buy an item from my store, I know how to do it all. I can do it all myself now. I've got the online account set up. Get it all processed. Your shipment will be sent via EMS, which includes a tracking number. Oh, hey, this is turning into a commercial for my business. Let's go over here. I sit on the swing where I used to swing my daughter in this play structure. Your order will be shipped via EMS, which is the secure tracking system and the most efficient and fastest way to get shipments from Japan. And and the shipping cost is $25 on my store is $25 for that shipping, and then if you buy more than one item, it's $5 additional per item. So I just set it as a flat rate anywhere in the world. So it'll be a plus and minus a little bit here and there for someplace safe. But this was 3,900 yen, which is like 26.90, 26.50 or something like that. So it's a little more. I did that deliberately so that you get it and you look at the price and it's like, wow, I paid $25. But if it only cost like $13 to send, you'd be pissed off. But if it's you paid 25 and it was a little more than that, then you should be happy. So after all, I'm doing this more for fun than anything else. But I'm getting sick on the swing. Well, what do you mean fun, Kurt? Well, it's fun to do this. I like looking for antique items and all that. But I mean, they're expensive. So if I buy them and then list them and then sell them, I can keep them churning. They can come into the house because I'm not just storing them in a box. I place them around the house. They're our decor, and you're basically buying up our decor, and then that makes room for more stuff to be put in for more decor. You see, it kind of fuels the system. All right, well, that's that for that. They have an exercise circuit here. One of the nice things about being free is I can just do whatever I want. So I'm gonna do some exercises, push-ups, pull-ups, etc. And thanks for watching so far. See what else happens as the day unfolds. But that's it for my main thing to do today was ship this item. Oh, I need to send Laura her information. Yep. Wow, I totally forgot to record anything since the last thing. Like I forgot I was even doing this. So it's time for our walk, and the evenings are nice. Let's go walk and wrap this day up, right? Right? Should we go, Rudy? Let's go. Oh, it's nice. Yumiko made an incredible meal tonight. So good. Let me make sure the door closed. And I love how we're getting our walkies in now, and it's not dark. It feels nice. So we'll walk to Yoko's house, pick her up, and then complete the day. Isn't this nice? Look, soft evening light. The sound of the river. And the walking dogs. Look at Rudy go. Look at Ollie go. Yeah. Okay, so we're wrapping up the night. There's Yoko and Yumiko heading up there with Ollie. So how did the day go? So did I complete my one objective today, which was to ship that item to my customer, Laura? Laura, your package is on the way. So yes, I did. It's indeed on its way. Otherwise, the day was pretty well-rounded and complete. Good lunch, good breakfast, good dinner, some walks, lots of exercise. A little bit of time in the garden, did some chores around the house, and then shipped that one item. So I would consider today, in terms of the experience of being retired in Japan, as a good and productive day. All right, so I guess I'll stop there. I wish you all the best, and maybe we'll see you the next time if you choose to join me. Take care. Bye bye.